and welcome to weblettings.ie. My name is Declan Kerr, and this section of the website is designed specifically for tenants who are about to rent one of our landlord's properties. And I'd like to take just a few minutes of your time to quickly explain what it is that we ask of you in terms of your references, and perhaps more importantly, from your point of view, why have we asked for this information? Well, now having identified the property that's right for you and your requirements, hopefully you have received the following document entitled Your References. If you haven't, don't worry, you can actually view it here in the tenants section of the website, or indeed by contacting your offices directly, and we'll be happy to assist you in the matter. So, if I look at the first item on the list here in terms of your references, it is the necessity to provide some ID, identification. Why have we asked for you to provide ID? Well, we act on behalf of the landlord, and we need to satisfy ourselves that you are in fact who you say you are. And the easiest way for us to do this is by asking to see either a passport or a driver's license. Unfortunately, alternative forms of ID cannot be accepted, as quite simply alternative ID could be made up. Next on the list here is a payslip and a written employer's reference. But why have we asked to see a payslip and a written employer's reference? Well, again, we act on behalf of the landlord, and we need to satisfy ourselves as to your ability to meet your rental obligations each and every month. And the way we do this is by applying a simple formula of 2.5 times the monthly rent. So, for example, if the property that you're about to rent is €1,000 rent per month, then we would ask to see proof or evidence that you're earning at least 2.5 times that figure per month, i.e. €2,500 rent per month, in order to satisfy ourselves on behalf of the landlord that you have the ability and the means to pay the rent each and every month, and obviously enjoy a decent standard of living in addition to your rental commitments. We also ask to see a written employer's reference to confirm that you are in fact in full-time employment, and this reference must be on company-headed paper, again in order to determine that it is a genuine reference. Next on the list is a bank statement. We ask to see your bank statement not so that we can determine what your balance is. In fact, feel quite free to blank out what your balance is. We have absolutely no interest in determining how much money you have in the bank, but what we do have an interest in determining is that if you tell us you're earning €500 per week according to your payslip, we should be able to cross-reference this information and verify that that is in fact the case, and therefore on your bank statement, when we look at it, we should be able to see evidence or proof of that €500 being lodged on a weekly basis. We are more interested in determining that you've got more money coming into your bank account than you have got going out of your bank account. I repeat, we're not interested in determining what your bank balance is. Please feel free to blank out that information. Next on the list here, we have asked for a previous landlord reference. Well, the new landlord who we are acting on behalf of will be interested in determining or hearing from your previous landlord that you have always paid the rent in a timely fashion each and every month, and that you have left the last property in good condition. So therefore it's important that we can say to the new landlord, yes, you did pay the rent all the time in your previous property, and that you left the property in good condition. After that, we look to see a utility bill. This might be, for example, an electricity bill, a gas bill, a telecoms bill, car insurance either, anything that can link you to your previous address. And this helps again to cross-reference or verify that the reference that we have received from your previous landlord is in fact a genuine one, because you've got a utility bill linking you to your previous address, thereby confirming the information that you have given to us. And finally, we ask for a PPS number. Again, this is a legal requirement on our behalf. We need to register you as having entered into a tenancy agreement with the landlord with the PRTB, the Private Residential Tenancy Board. You can find further information from the PRTB at www.prtb.ie, and this is a legal requirement on our behalf to register you as having entered into the agreement, and part of the requirement is that we submit your PPS number to the Private Residential Tenancy Board. Finally, if you're a tenant who is applying on one of the rent allowance schemes or a social welfare tenant, we ask obviously to see slightly different information, because we appreciate that you obviously won't have a payslip or written employer's reference, and in that case what we ask for is to see proof that you're entitled to receive rent allowance. This might be your most recent rent allowance statement, or it might be an official company or social welfare headed paper confirming your rental entitlements. And if you have got job benefits employments, again, if you could provide proof of that, then that makes our job much easier, because we can go to the new landlord and say, we have got the evidence, we have got the proof that you have the ability and means, i.e. the income, to pay the rent to them in a timely fashion each and every month. If you have any questions in relation to what I've covered here in your references, please feel free to contact our offices directly or email info@weblettings.ie, and we'll be happy to assist you with your inquiry. Thank you very much.